Now it's time I talk to vaginas and vulva owners, okay? It's only fair that I speak to us and things that vaginas/vulvas should not and should do. Okay, let's get into it. So I talked about the things penises should not and should do. Now it's time I talk to vaginas and vulva owners, okay? It's only fair that I speak to us and things that vaginas/vulvas should not and should do. Okay, let's get into it. Number one, vaginas and vulvas should know what they look like. They should know their anatomy. If you don't know your anatomy, how do you know if something's wrong? How are you going to be able to describe it? So, if you're not sure about your anatomy, I want you to do two things. One, Google. Google is free, and this part of Google, I actually don't mind as a doctor. So I want you to Google vulva anatomy, vagina versus vulva. What's the difference? Women's vulva. And learn a little bit. Learn what the parts are. The labia majora, labia minora, the vaginal introitus, the urethral opening, the mons pubis, the clitoris, the clitoral hood. Know thyself. Second thing I want you to do is take a mirror and look at your vulva, okay? Vaginas and vulvas should look at themselves, all right? I want you to know what yours looks like. Know what it looks like so that you know when something doesn't look right, okay? So Google and take a mirror. Number two, vulvas should not shame thyself, okay? Vulvas and vaginas have diversity in appearance, pigmentation, labia size, all of these things, okay? Clitoris size, clitoral hood, all of those things should not be shamed for the diversity, okay? There is not a blueprint vagina or vulva. Now, certainly, we also shouldn't shame others if they choose to do safe procedures to feel better about the way their own body looks, okay? We have a plethora of cosmetic and aesthetic procedures all over our bodies, our face, our bodies, and our genitals included. Safe procedures. Safety is important. Knowing and understanding the risks and benefits is extraordinarily important, and not being shamed on either side of the fence, okay? All vulvas matter, and enhancement done safely with consenting adults also should not be shamed. All right. Number three, vulvas and vaginas, please should not steam. Okay. I mean, I know, but I'm not going to say who, but y'all know who's responsible for this movement of vaginal steaming. It has no scientific basis. Okay. And in fact, it has some risks. Okay. You're steaming this part of your body that is not the same as steaming your skin. Okay. Your vulva's lining, your vulva's skin is not the same as the skin on the rest of our body. There have been reports of vaginal burns. There have been reports of increased infections. It's just, why do something that has touted health benefits, but no scientific research to back it up? Okay. And it doesn't have a cosmetic benefit. You can't even claim that with steaming, okay? So just say no to steaming, okay? Yoni pearls included, just say no, all right? Vaginas and vulvas should not douche, okay? Douching is so 1980s or 90s. Like, we don't do that anymore. Why? Because we know better. We know that douching wipes out a ton of good bacteria, which make it increase risk for yeast infections and bladder infections. We also know that the vagina is a self-cleaning organ, okay? It really actually doesn't need much of anything to clean itself. Now, should you want to have a clean of your vulva, vaginas and vulvas should be picky what they use down there. So there are safe, gentle products for cleaning that don't wipe out your good microbiome, that don't alter your vaginal pH, which is so important, and that are sensitive for that area of your body to decrease irritation and stinging, okay? So just do a little bit of homework to make sure you're using the right products, but we don't do that. All right. Vulvas and vaginas should ask questions. Okay. If you aren't sure if what you're seeing down there looks normal, please ask. Go see and talk to your gynecologist and talk to your urologist. Say, hey, I just want to make sure that I'm looking at this and it's not abnormal and doesn't need help. Unfortunately, I've seen more than one patient ignoring an abnormality in their vagina and vulva that I unfortunately diagnosed as vaginal cancer. Though very rare, obviously devastating news. So don't be a stranger. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Vaginas should be careful about what they stick up their vagina, okay? I mean, obviously, the life of vagina is very exciting, okay? I mean, it goes through puberty, and then there's monthly bloodletting that goes through the vagina, and then sexual activity brings a potential array of diverse experiences. Sexual activity can look like penis penetration. It can look like finger penetration. It can look like tongue penetration. It can look like toys. It can look like all these things. The life of vagina is extremely exciting, but we want to be careful about what things that we put up there and not leave up there, okay? If you put something that you forget about for too long, it can cause problems, all right? It's not pretty when we have to pull something out of the vagina that you forgot that it was there. It's a little embarrassing. So just, be careful, be mindful, all right? Okay, there you have it. There's my list. Interested to see what you would add to this list. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think. As always, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend so we can all have fun every week talking all things down there right here. Have a good one. Bye.